YouTube fans, this is Zuby Masters returning to my Let's Play of Danganronpa. Murderous Fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial? Genocide Jack. They said he killed thousands of people. That's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? They're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you.
Don't make me repeat myself.
They're really proof. There is someone I like to take to. This will provide all the evidence.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Since this, hey, you too. Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time to play with
busy.
you.
Leave us alone. But it's emergency. Emergency. Come on, please. You gotta help me.
Please!
This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? It's an emergency. Emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. She was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a sec to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Didn't expect that. I thought for sure you'd just say no and that'd be the end.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us.
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Is Toko inside some kind of emergency?
Such ignorance.
Talking to the wrong person who wastes space. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency? After what happened to the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, see how she's doing. And when we did, it's weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all this weird stuff.
That's fine.
Tried talking to themselves. Yeah, good idea. Ding dong. The door swung open slowly and silently. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing me to grasp out of me.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang her a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in her room alone, so I tried to bust down the door, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Hey Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments.
What do you want?
That's so annoying.
It's Byakuya.
Alright, can keep our promise. Don't worry. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. With that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya can pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise.
What?
I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I just let Hina take care of her. Yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. When warning to reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back alone. Wouldn't say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go on it. Is the evidence that provides it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. No clues when we check else. On the other side of this door. It's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh,
Let's go.
It all makes sense what Tim said. So much dust.
So, in other words,
I would say that there's enough out here in this place to endure the dust. If you pay attention to your shiny sheet, you're sure to discover the value of yourself. So many files stuffed into the shelves.
that's enough.
These documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truths for a comic. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. Take a look, there are some interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? It's empty. Though judging by the smudge, it does look like there was something inside. What it was. There is an extension cord plugged in there too. Here, it provided many useful while I was in the library. Extension cord. Alright, just like that box. That's right. That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. wouldn't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure we want to look at it? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up and peeking at it. Without making a sound, return to the file, please. Looking through any of them, let me give you a little more. Those things are files with graphic and disturbing photos and all kinds of crime scenes. This is the kind of thing any normal person would ever want to look at. What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports relating to different cold cases. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
It's here before and I moved it over here. Because of the room right here.
Interesting.
Classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person ever see. You're magnificent. Can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your accepted reality, you label it as a lie. For that, it's not that. It's just not like I would really refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much I would. How could anyone have put it all this together? I suppose it goes to show you how much hope the Academy truly wields, but perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. Just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usually, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things things don't exist anywhere in the real world. Or your punches, do you? Besides, what do you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times. Hold on a sec. You said you read these documents and more than once? But all this is like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How's that possible?
So, in other words...
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadow. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that allows me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever document and material that interests me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt the material gathered here are the real thing. Believing or not believing, it is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interests me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It excited mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. My first sense report surrounding Genocide Jack case has been compiled in here. because there are so many. Allow me to quickly summarize the main. To begin with, there are two notable characteristics in Genocide Jack murders. The first character, in every crime the word bloodless is written in the victim's own blood. The second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodless is written in blood in their victims' bodies suspended. Exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. Second characteristic where the victims are suspended. The only one who knew about the particular facts were the members of the police and the other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, no one knew that the aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. You recall Chihiro's corpse. Her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. How could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
the culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That's right. There is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself amongst the rest of them. Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Yeah, don't you think it would be for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You must have managed to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. About the Genocide jacket, did you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Hand me the file, and I flip through it with tense and nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hands stopped. I reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime were collected. Made the genocide technically spread on for several pages. 32. One thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killers, countless victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. At the scene of the crime, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page. You'll find another interesting tidbit. Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killing to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingers at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there's an external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests the suspect may potentially suffer from dysselective identity disorder.
So in other words,
They have a split personality. Split personality, like the kind you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. Than anything else. Or maybe I don't know. I feel like my mind's gone now.
let's go.
We should get going soon. Oh, where are we going? Anywhere but here. Let's finish our business here. Wait, Byakuya! Turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. All of a sudden,
I don't have time to play with
come on,
you.
enough of your annoying message. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Use the investigation board on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. Just like that, he's gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, it felt like I was just playing some plaything being tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered some really important clues. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. It's one of us. Who is it? I have to find out no matter what it takes. To do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. Go back to the crime scene. The boys, I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I'm useful on that. I need to find out everything I can. Hitting me has discovered evidence revealing the identity of
I feel as if
another stat increase for me. Evidence, what'd you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it.
But I
I'm
guarantee
sure of
what I
it.
found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Yes, Miss Bloomberg says she did something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see?
Well,
You
it
easy tell
would
me.
seem.
It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Oh, so where's Celeste? The warehouse by the door. She was there, but at the same time, not there. It's gonna be. There's a strange stain on the carpet. Popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite fit in the boys' locker room. The blood stain poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room's a single kind of place to find something. Oh wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other room is... Right, there's definitely something strange about this. The boys' locker room is a poster of a popular boy band. So there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Posters have been switched. They were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe you should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker room. You spent a long time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
of course.
I used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I are used it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, can't really say. Never really paid any attention to the posters.
However,
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. See, I drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. Do you have protein coffee? The warehouse. Not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after an exercise. Anyway, the other day, I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and left a stain.
of course.
The stain disappeared. It only seemed someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it kind of usually clean if there was never a stain to begin with? Dude, it has a real conflict theme. Your church. killed. Dead body. Every progress
Indeed.
to get
However,
but I have to get going. I have something unrelated. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
I'll be praying for your success. What's with that? Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. Guess I'll take another look at the body. Definitely would. She said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Shut up. Some kind of rope. A crucifix position. What? Wait, this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, the more it's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to keep right. It's the issue of her being sustained in the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either. But seeing them after looking through the genocide jack file, something's not quite right. True nature of the rope was used to suspend Chihiro. To figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the genocide case file one more time. Not plugged in. William's cord's not long enough to reach the outlet from here. Last time I saw it was definitely on. Definitely right here. Like Yakuya was using the extension cord. There's no extension cord here. There is. Only one to do something. Celeste, what are you doing? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. Food. But have you found anything related to food?
Most unfortunate.
Knew you were going to ask me that. Thought about talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you. I see it is pointless. Then you did find something? Very well, I will tell you. And only.
Actually,
Right, I saw here Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really?
indeed.
I was right before night.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
As soon as she was nearly shut, stocking up to go exercise in the morning. It would appear she ignored the nighttime rules and headed directly to the girls' locker room. We haven't broken our rule. None of this would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. Apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. The strange thing is, there's no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag. Celeste says she saw Chihiro return, and the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Oh, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out. She just keeps on mumbling about genocide. So I left her. Left her? My head was all swimming and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah!
Don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko is not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Of course. There are two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret.
Aww.
I should try to spend more time with her. Who did she spend time with?
Well...
Yeah, that was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. Like she was trying to keep her distance from them. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's true about it. It's just that either it was she tried to save away from all the girls, but she just shy. I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't that kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex?
Ah!
Oh wait, maybe she used you guys by spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. Red door is right through there. So is everyone ready to... Am I blind or are you missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not. And Toko is... Really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little neck job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this
What
time.
are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out. Kicking and screaming just one moment. Just like that, a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. Can't believe you drag a girl around. So now everyone's here, right? And hustle on to the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time we found out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. The murder is one of them. Someone's standing right here. No choice but to have
It's true.
small mod for one last deep breath. I walk towards the elevator on shaky legs. Each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't handle my emotions and stopped speculating. Rocks sank with a heavy clunking sound deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness of my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it suddenly came to a stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste your time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, you're riff-raffing to go. Oh, gotta say, don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay, let's get this show on the road. Everyone,
chills,
please find your assigned seat. So the culprit once again, a deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly offense, a deadly last trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Weapon had to be at the scene of the crime. There was something with bloodstains on it.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting. That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, it's wrong! Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Really? Chihiro? Here to disrupt your reaction.
The culprit is Genocide Jack, I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No, it's wrong! I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie! What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, blotophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
I refuse to give up yet! Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Well, that's it for this video. Hope you like it and stay tuned.